screen.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, look at you sitting back there looking like the young JJ Redick.
Young JJ, I can take that. He commentates now, right?
Said what?
Yeah, he's like an analyst now. So.
Yeah, he runs a podcast too. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Just like this. Old Man at 3. It's pretty good.
I only ever really listen to Draymond's podcast when it comes to like basketball stuff.
Yeah, I listen to Draymond's a little bit, but it's kind of seems like it's always slanted one way. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
More. I mean, I get it. It's a player's perspective, but it's kind of like I don't know if he's too nice with the guys or it just seems like he's more friendly, which you can get stuff out of that. But
yeah.
I want to see you get to the meat of it.
Yeah, I wanted to see him and KD actually get into it rather than just like it was.
Yeah, we're friends now. It's all good.
Yeah, it's like, are you really?
Yeah, are you? Yeah, because we saw what happened, man.
They're screaming at each other.
Yeah, I don't know if it was good, but speaking of screaming at each other, shit get intense. How you think the Miami Philly series gonna go, man? What you think about it? Who you got?
I didn't watch much of the Miami Atlanta series. I know they handled it pretty easy.
You didn't miss much.
Honestly, I think it just depends if Harden shows up consistently. Because I think Embiid's going to show up every night. Tyrese Maxey's been balling. But it's what does Harden do? Does he shoot 6 for 20 or... You know what I mean?
10 for 13.
Yeah, exactly.
With 20 free throws.
What
man.
The last game?
With James?
Yeah.
He actually played pretty well the last game. I watched it this morning before work, and he looked like he used to look like, because in the other games he was kind of passive, not really, just kind of milling around. The numbers would look okay, but if you watch the game, you can tell he wasn't really there. But this game, he was interested. He was attacking. He was, from the word go, he was attacking, scoring, getting layups. He had a dunk. Yeah, right? You can't out like a dunk on somebody. I was like, what? What was this guy? Yeah, man. Shoot. But that begs the question, man. Do you think James is washed, or do you just think he a hamstring and he just having a hard time?
I don't think he's washed. I think when he was in the Rockets, he had to do everything himself. Really. So, I think whenever that happens, the player's forced to be better.
Yeah, that's a good
like think of, I know we always talk about him, think of Russ. When he was by himself at OKC is when he averaged triple doubles.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's easy to put up
Exactly.
stats numbers.
Exactly.
Tony behind you. Yeah.
Exactly. Just based on volume, you're gonna put up numbers. So I think with Embiid, it takes a lot of pressure off Harden, but I still think he needs to show up, because if he doesn't, then all the focus goes to Embiid, and then it's just they're a one-dimensional team then.
All of what you're saying is James is more, I don't want to say uninterested, but kind of disconnected from the game. And I think
it seems like that.
That's
what it seems. Well, it seems when he first went to Philly from Brooklyn, he had that spark here and he seemed great.
Yeah,
but like the end of the season, it seemed like it kind of faded. I don't know why. I don't know. Hopefully he gets back in the playoffs, because I'd like to see Philly be succul. I'd like to see them win without Ben Simmons, because I just want Ben Simmons to fail. I do.
Oh, listen, we gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, I do.
I feel like James. So James has a history of quitting his way out of places, out, and
that's what it seems like,
out of shape. And I think what happened at the end of the season with the Nets was, I think he was just over the whole Kyrie thing. I think he was over the team underperforming. I think he was just done. I think he just wanted to go. I don't think Brooklyn was his first choice. I mean, it was a great choice, but I really think he wanted to follow. What's the GM in Philly's name from Houston?
I don't even know. The Philly GM?
Yeah. He was in Houston with James. I keep want to say Sam Presti, but that's not what you said.
Elton Brand?
No, not Elton Brand. That's the GM, the president of basketball operations. He's the president now. Not Elton Brand.
What did it say? Daryl
Morey. Yeah, Daryl Morey. Yeah. I don't know if you remember, but he all throughout pretty much James Harden's whole run in Houston, Daryl Morey was the guy putting all those teams around. He got him Dwight Howard, got him Mike D'Antoni, got him Clint Capella, all of that.
Yeah.
So I really think that he wanted to follow him to Philly, and Brooklyn was kind of like, just like for Kawhi and the Raptors, it was kind of like a pitch stop. Stop here and see what I can do, but
yeah,
I'm out here. Yeah.
That worked for Kawhi pretty well. That's
great.
Kawhi. Yeah,
I don't know about Kawhi.
But what happened to Kawhi?
Kawhi is one of those guys like Anthony Davis, where like, oh damn, stub my pinky finger. Well, gotta miss 8 weeks.
Yeah,
8 weeks I might be back. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that guy. But for James, I almost kind of back to the question. I almost kind of want to say he is washed, but not washed in a way where it's like he's completely ineffective, but washed in the sense of going from superstar to star. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
maybe even all-star.
I'd still say he's a star. He's not quite like a role player yet, but he's on that path.
He is on
compared
that
to where
path.
it was 3 years ago.
Yeah. And I think what we miss when we diagnose these players is James Harden has played 14 years in the NBA. That's a full career.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I feel like guys like LeBron and KD and all these guys that play multiple years and maintain their prime all throughout are kind of spoiled us to say, well, LeBron played 20 years and he's still great. Why aren't you great? You know what I'm saying?
That's so rare. That's so rare.
Super rare. Yeah, and I think we lose sight of that.
Yeah.
He like 34, 30, 33, 35 now. That's about time.
Yeah, you got to expect players to start dropping off around that time.
Yeah.
You lose athleticism, you lose speed,
He already wasn't the most athletic guy in the world.
No. And now that they changed, honestly, since they changed that foul rule, that's hurt Harden a lot.
It has.
He got so many points from the free throw line.
I think it hurt him at the beginning, but I don't know if you watched, but kind of towards the end, he started picking back up.
Okay, he adapted.
Yeah, he started picking back up.
Yeah,
I think with the NBA, whenever they change rules like that and they key in on certain things, they go super overboard for a long time, and then it just kind of like fall back to where the way it kind of was.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like with your mom when she stopped punishment and shit.
Yeah.
She got a new rule, and then after 2 weeks it's over.
Yeah.
Wait it out.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Philly is, even if James is wise, it seems like Tyrese Maxey is taking off, man.
Oh, he has. Man. Since Harden got there, he's actually like improved in scoring, improved in assists, improved in every aspect of the game.
And it's confidence too, man. Just like the guy in the Warriors, Jordan Poole. Confidence is everything.
Yeah. Confidence and getting that opportunity to
shine.
Have to step up. Yeah.
Because I mean, when Ben haven't been playing all year.
But hasn't played in like
Ben has, yeah.
How long?
Ben might not play ever again. I'll be honest. I told you the other day, man.
Yeah. I think he's gonna retire.
He might be on the path. He might. I don't know.
He played 100 total games in his career? Yeah.
Man, looking like Zion for a minute. But
Zion's he's just too happy eating.
Yeah, just way too happy. That's part of what I feel like that's part of James' problem too, man. To circle back to him, I feel like he don't take the best care of himself. I mean,
he doesn't.
Every time I see him, he just look like he just carrying a little extra that you don't really need.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I know
It's true.
Game is muscle, but,
yeah.
Man. What do you think about Jimmy coming back to Philly?
Who?
Jimmy Butler. They played Miami this year.
Oh, I thought he meant coming back to Philly to play. I'm like, what?
Oh, no.
He didn't play for Philly, right?
Jimmy, yeah, he did. Jimmy Butler?
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Chicago, like Philly. You're right. Yeah.
Well, no, Chicago to Minnesota, and he blew that shit up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
I forgot he was at Minnesota.
Yeah. Cup of coffee.
Yeah, I feel like when he was at Chicago, like he was one of the top players in the league. I thought he was one of the top players in the league.
You think so?
He was good in Chicago.
He was good, but top player in the league means you got
and
great.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe top 10. Okay, maybe top 10 at his best. But
Okay, I can get top 10.
I don't know. I don't. I know the Heat have been playing well. But I don't know if I can see them winning a 7-game series against the Sixers because of Joel Embiid. I don't know.
I don't know if this is my head or like emotion. Where I'm kind of leaning towards the Heat, man, because I feel like Philly has so many questions.
That's true.
I mean, with Doc Rivers, his coaching, I'm not sure how good a coach Doc is at this point. I gotta be honest. I feel like he's been touted as great, but I think he's just very good.
Well, he had a great team with the Clippers, and they never did anything. So
never did anything. And a lot of that isn't his fault. I mean, injuries, but
yeah, Blake always got injured.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out. I mean, with Doc and with James Harden either being washed or just kind of out of sync, which is still either way terrible for the playoffs. Joel, I think he got like a hand injury.
Embiid does?
He does. It shouldn't be. I mean, he just scored 33 and 12, dominated it. But I don't know. I feel like Philly has too many. They were just thrown together this year. I just feel like they got too many questions. And the Heat are good.
That might just be me wanting Philly to succeed. Because I'm not really a fan of anyone on the Heat. I'll be honest. I'm not.
Look at Jimmy.
I like Jimmy, but I've been an Embiid fan, and I felt for Embiid when Simmons just didn't show up for him ever, right? And it's like they were supposed to trust this process and all this stuff, and they drafted Simmons high, and then what?
I understand
he
why
just chose not to play. I refuse to believe that he's injured. He's choosing not to play.
And I mean, maybe we should do an entire deep dive pod on Ben Simmons himself, but I totally agree. Even from jump, it's been random reports. Nothing has made any sense. I think he went to Brooklyn with the express purpose of saying, let's just try for next year. Maybe if I feel like I don't know. But I mean, you bring up a good point. The Heat have nobody for Joel Embiid. I mean, I love Bam. But,
yeah, Bam's good, but
I mean, Joel Embiid is great.
Yeah,
that dude.
He's something else. He's over 7 foot. He can shoot threes. He's not like a skinny 7-footer, right? He's built.
He's in shape now too.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. That's a big difference. Man, in shape. Yeah. You seen him Euro step? From like the free throw line? like this dude is like I almost said a more skilled Giannis, but you get it. You know what I'm saying.
My Giannis been hitting threes this year.
He
learned how to shoot threes.
You gotta respect him at least,
man. I know.
Yeah.
They used to let him shoot threes, and now like he hits them consistently.
Giannis might have a hard time with Boston. He might have a hard time. You got.
Who's gonna guard Giannis? Williams? Like, who's gonna guard him?
I think they'll because Middleton is hurt. He's out. He might be out for the season.
Oh, that changes a lot because he's a scorer.
Yeah.
Because that puts more pressure on Drew and Giannis.
Yeah. They were talking about him might not even be able to beat the Bulls. I mean,
it's like who else have they got though after that? Grayson Allen. What's he gonna do?
If your host rests on Grayson Allen, then you might as well just go home. You might as well just settle in, and just rest Giannis till next year and get it over with.
That'll be a good series too.
I think so. What do you think about Tatum, man? What do you think you're ranking the league right now?
Right now, like his current performance, or for the year?
It's kind of the same. I mean, ever since New Year's, balling.
Yeah, I think he was better after the break. With the way that they handled Brooklyn, because of him. I mean, Jaylen Brown's a good player. Don't get me wrong.
He is a very good player.
But you take Jaylen Brown off that team, they're still great. You take Tatum off that team, are they still great? Jaylen Brown was hurt for a while. And And they were still killing it.
Well, here's my question. Here's my question. Did they handle Brooklyn, or did Brooklyn just not have enough? Because every game was close.
That's true.
Every game was, I mean, besides game one, there was never a time where I felt like Brooklyn might win. Like the whole time, I felt like the Celtics would win every game, but it was still very close right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I definitely think Brooklyn underperformed.
Yeah, they did. Way underperformed. Well, did they?
They should have won one game. They should have won one game. I mean, come on.
I mean, when you look at it, Boston and Philly were the two teams they didn't want to see because Brooklyn has no size whatsoever. And those two teams have all the size, especially Boston for Kyrie and KD. I feel like who are you leaning towards for Milwaukee and Boston?
I didn't even know that Middleton was out. Now that you say that Middleton's out, and if he's out for the whole series,
they said playoffs if they even get past.
Wow.
Boston,
okay. So I didn't watch much of the Milwaukee series. I watched all of the Celtics Nets games. It's hard for me to go against Giannis.
You got nobody to
guard.
I think
overall as a team, Celtics are better. I think they'll win in 7, maybe 6.
I hadn't considered the amount of games, but 7 feels like too many. So I think I'll lean towards 6.
Yeah. If it goes to 7, because if it goes to 7, it'll be at Milwaukee, right? They had a better record than Boston for the season.
Yeah, they did. Or did they? No, Boston had a better record.
Oh,
Boston was a 2 seed. Boston was 3.
Then yeah, I think I have to go to Boston.
I'm going with Boston in 6, but if it goes 7, I know this is a trash take because I'm playing both sides. But if it goes, I think Boston wins in 6, but if it goes to 7, I think Milwaukee wins.
Really, even away?
Yeah, I think they do because even away because Giannis is just that much better of a player than anybody else on Boston.
He is. It's true.
Yeah, in any one game, your best player should be able to, especially if he's the best player in the league, which I think Giannis is.
Yeah, why was he not even up for MVP? Like he wasn't even talking.
He wasn't in the finals?
Was he? All I heard was like Jokic Embiid.
Yeah, that was at the start of the season. Or even till now. Luka started getting some consideration, but it was Jokic Embiid. Giannis kind of snuck in there at the end. But
okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think Giannis should be the MVP 1,000%. I mean, who's better than him? Nobody. And it's not just a who's better conversation. That's not what the MVP is. I mean, take Giannis off that Milwaukee team. I mean, what's Kris Middleton doing?
Yeah. Averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah, literally.
It's good, right? It's good, but
yeah, but come on. I mean, he might go to 22. Great. Hooray. We're in the lottery now.
I mean, he can score. Middleton's a good scorer, but
he is.
It's not just Giannis' offense. Yeah, he averages 30 points a game, but his defense is insane. He averages 12 rebounds a game, something crazy.
Yeah.
How many blocks? It's just
30 and 12 or 30 and 13 or something. Yeah, Giannis is a monster. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Exactly.
All right, man. Let's switch gears a little bit, man, and jump over to the west side. Right?
Yep.
West. All right. So Memphis, Minnesota. Right? Memphis is up, 3-2 to play tonight.
Yeah.
Who you got tonight, man?
Honestly, I think Minnesota wins tonight. Memphis is favored. Memphis is favored by 1.5.
Yeah.
I don't know. You saw how hard they played in the playing game. You know how they were celebrating like they won the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think they're gonna come with that same fire tonight. I think Beverly's gonna, be a menace and doing whatever he does, right? Just everything, right? Not scoring points, but everything else.
Nothing important, but
and, I think Cat has a good game today.
Think so?
Yeah.
I might be in a minority, man, but I actually think the Timberwolves are a better team than the Grizzlies, or they should be. And they proved it this playoffs, man. They've been up a lot.
Yeah, they just throw games. Yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of it's coaching. Like, what was it? Game
I don't even know who the coach is.
4. That's how terrible it is. I think they blew like 2 20-point leads or something like that, and the coach never called a timeout. That's not on the players. When you got players that's as young as Cat and D'Angelo Russell and Ant-Man.
Yeah, he's 20 years old.
20 years old. You have to settle that team down. You have to call it down. I don't care if you got to call 4 in a row. You settle them down. You draw a play and get them something easy.
Yep.
So you don't just let them go out, because if they blow 120-point lead, they're telling you we don't know what we're doing. So help us. They blow a second one. Yeah,
it's 30-point lead in one of the games.
Man, yeah, they're a better team, and I hate to say it because I'm not a Patrick Beverley fan at all. I feel like he's a marginal player with marginal talent. If you ever see that, he'll probably beat me up. Yeah,
he is. No, he is.
He is. He's like one mistake away from being overseas in China. honestly.
Probably true.
But Ja has played terrible this series.
Yeah.
And somehow they're still up 3-2. So.
Desmond Bane. He's doing pretty well.
Man, I got nothing bad to say about that dude. That dude. He's like a running back. I have to say.
Yeah. It's true.
You're great. You're the best in the league, bro.
Yeah.
You could have it.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it right now. They play 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
And as I look at it, I gotta agree with you, man. I think the Timberwolves get it tonight, but I think they lose in 7.
Adams is out.
Adams, is he?
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, I'm going with the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. How long is he out?
It just says like I'm looking at the injury report right now. It says status out as of yesterday. And then 3 other players that really don't matter. Aldama, Philly, and Zaire Williams.
Yeah, after
the
game. Oh, is he day to day?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, after the game, next to their name it'll say CD. Coach's decision. Yeah. Nah, man. So who you got in 7 then? So you got the Timberwolves winning tonight. So you got the 7.
I think that the Grizzlies will win in 7. I agree with you. I don't know if they're a better team, but I don't know what's going on with the T-Wolves. They're giving the series away.
They are.
It's gonna change.
Yeah.
Like you said, the coach. What's he done? Kris Finch.
Kris Finch. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. It's the most generic name.
Heard of him? Yeah.
It's not a word. Come on now, Kris Finch. It's not an NBA name.
He began his professional career in England. That tells you enough.
That does it all. I mean, at least he knows English. That's the basic requirement, right? To be a coach.
I guess. Yeah.
Not at all. I mean, I just feel like. Okay, so here's what I think, man. I do think the Grizzlies win a series, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And if they win, something is telling me they're gonna go all the way, man.
What?
It's just something telling me, man. I don't want it to happen. They play they'll play Golden State next.
You think they're gonna be Golden State?
It's just something telling me, man.
I don't think they match up well against Golden State. I think Golden State plays too good a defense.
They do. But all the things they're getting away with against the Timberwolves, Golden State gonna swallow all that up. But
yeah,
it's a heart thing. That's a gut. I don't know what it is.
Sometimes you just get those feelings. Sometimes you're right.
And here's the thing: if the Timberwolves win, which I think is a better team, it's crazy. I think they do nothing in the next round. They might get swept if they play Golden State.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the West is weird, man.
Yeah, it is. It's like the East used to be, I swear.
It is.
Flip-flops.
Super top heavy and weird and crazy.
You know what I realized?
What's that?
I just thought about this now. The East used to be bad when LeBron was in the East and the West was good. Now LeBron goes to the West, and the West is what is everywhere LeBron goes, just turn to the worst conference.
Turns into nonsense. Yeah. The fact, or you could say everybody avoiding him.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Say
he's 37.
Yeah. might do a deep dive on the Lakers, man.
I would love that.
I would love that. Well, I feel like that would turn into the Russell Westbrook story real quick.
Yeah. I mean, that would be pretty entertaining as well. Just counting his turnovers.
Yeah, just back to back, just crazy nonsense.
Yeah.
All right, man. So what you got for what's the last semifinals round?
Golden State.
No. It's Golden State would play.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, we don't know yet. So,
Phoenix and
Dallas.
Yeah, I think Phoenix wins.
How many games?
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Now, I think they didn't play well against the Pelicans. I think Monty Williams is a fantastic coach. I think he's going to make the right changes. He's going to do the right things. I mean, they got Chris Paul, the veteran, as their leader. They got Devin Booker, who plays like a vet. He has the mindset of a vet, even though he's only 25 years old.
He is hurt.
He played in game 6 and didn't
he played. Yeah, he had like 13 points.
Yeah, man.
11 in the fourth quarter. He's balling.
Yeah, exactly. I think he'll be fine. Yeah, I don't think it goes far. I think Luka is insane. I think Luka is gonna be the best player on the court in that series.
I agree.
I don't think his team's good enough. I mean, they got Jalen Brunson's been balling, especially without Luka. But
okay, but that was against.
They don't have depth. I mean,
that was against Utah.
Yeah, Utah. I mean, I thought Utah was gonna be good, and they were not good this year. I thought at the beginning of the year they were gonna be good.
They do that every year, man. They blowing that up.
Like Mitchell, Bogdanovich, not Bogdanovich. Is it? Yeah, Bogdanovich.
Yeah, and Gobert.
Yeah, I'm like, they're gonna be good. They were terrible in the playoffs. They looked awful.
They blowing that up.
I think Gobert's overrated as well. I think
super. Yeah.
Like,
well,
he's a good shot blocker. He's a good rebounder. He's good for what? 14, 16 points a game. But when you're that big, you need to be dominant down low, and he's not.
All right, let me
not offensively.
Let me throw this at you then. Right. Okay. So people say he gets exposed, right, in the playoffs.
Gobert does?
Yeah, they say defensively he gets exposed because you can't put him on the court because they're gonna go at him, abuse him. You put 3-point shooters around, and he just can't play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say, right? Because they also get him out of position a lot. So Utah is actually terrible defensively, right, on the perimeter. Awful.
Yeah. Yep.
God awful. Donovan Mitchell, there is no excuse to be that terrible. People just run by him. Mike Conley, awful.
Yep.
When you have such a breakdown on the perimeter, Gobert has to step up.
Yep.
Making him less effective on the back end where they get alley-oops and 3-point shots. He has to be in the paint.
Yeah.
Because you take him out, they get run off the court and blown away.
Exactly.
And they don't feature him on offense. No. They don't make the right play. When he gets switched on smalls, they shoot a 3.
Yeah, that's just the Jazz. That's just Donovan Mitchell.
They gonna shoot 3s.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you leave him on an island on defense, where he has to guard 5 people, you don't use him the way you should on offense. Is Gobert overrated, or are the Jazz incompetent?
I mean, that's true. Put Gobert on the Warriors. Tell me how he plays.
Man, championship.
Instead of Looney, instead of Kevin Looney, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Apologies to Kevin Looney, but
yeah. He works hard. He plays his role. He does, but
yeah. I mean,
it's Looney. I think come on.
Yeah, he works hard. That's the perfect way to put it. He tries. Luka just having his way.
He might get a bucket or 2.
Yeah, maybe. If they're generous.
Yeah, it's tough against Jokic, but yeah, that's a good point about the Jazz making Gobert worse. Because right, you put him on a good perimeter defensive team,
Mm-hmm.
and good offensive team who actually will move the ball. Yeah, the Warriors shoot a lot of threes, but they're not going to take bad shots, really.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Steph will take some bad shots, but to Steph, nothing's a bad shot, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, and Warriors don't shoot as many threes as you would think. They get a lot in the paint, a lot. They do their work in all three phases of the game. Yeah. Utah just shoots threes. Yeah, exclusive. That's all they do.
Speaking of Utah, what do you think of do you think Jordan Clarkson is better than Mike Conley? Do you think Clarkson should come off the bench? Do you think he's better off the bench?
I think Jordan Clarkson is a black hole and should be used very sparingly. Mike Conley is not the answer anymore.
No,
I agree. Not even close.
Yeah.
But Jordan Clarkson, to me, is like Jamal Crawford returned to the next level, but somehow worse. If that makes any sense. Because
somehow worse.
Because he comes off the bench and he comes off fire.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's good for 20 points.
Yeah, but he's good for 20 points in one pass, not assist.
That's
one
true.
Pass.
That's true. That's true. He shoots every time.
Every time, and that's not basketball. That's not.
No.
I don't. And even if you start him next to Donovan Mitchell, Donovan isn't a point guard.
It's true.
I feel like I think Utah has a lot of issues, and also Jordan Clarkson will help you with defense either. So,
do you think you think Utah should? The players on Utah should look to go elsewhere, like Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
You want to know what I think they should do or what they will do?
What do you think they should do?
I think they should keep Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
But I think it's time for Gobert to go elsewhere. And not only for Gobert's own sake, but I don't think the relationship between Donovan and Gobert is great. And I really think that Gobert, I think he's went on his welcome there. Like, I feel like it's been so much negative press. And these teams rely on numbers and analytics a lot. And I feel like the analytics don't help them in the playoffs, even though the team is garbage. Look at your eyes. So I think there will be, I'm not sure what the market will be, but I think Gobert is gone.
After this year?
After this also.
Okay, I can see that too. Yeah. What's his contract at though?
What, he got 2 years, 3 years? It's kind of big too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll go the Dallas route and just, put a lot of marginal talent around what they think is their great player.
Yeah.
And go that way.
Yeah, he's got 3 years left, and next year he's gonna get $41 million. Yeah, that's too much for him, honestly.
It might be trading Donovan then, because that's like a Westbrook contract.
Yeah, 41 next year, 43, almost 44 the year after that, and then 46. 6 after that. That's crazy.
50 a year? Yeah, that's
for a Gobert. What?
I'm not even sure they would get to that. I think they do their best to trade Gobert. Their best opportunity would be during the draft, but I think they do their homework and get them out of there.
Yeah.
That's what they should.
Yeah. I think they should keep Mitchell. For their franchise, not what's best for Donovan, but what's best for the Jazz.
Okay, so here's how I rank players, right? On a 5-star system, right? You got superstars, you got stars, you got all-stars, you got starters, and you got bench players, right? Obviously, a bench player is a 1-star, a 5-star is a superstar. I think Donovan Mitchell is somewhere between a 3.5 and a 4-star.
And that's fair.
Those, you don't just find those guys everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So he'll have his issues, but if this league is going towards guards, I feel like they should keep Donovan. Even though I'm not the biggest fan, because I'm not sure how much he contributes to winning, but he needs something in Utah. They ain't going to free agency. So,
yeah, it's true. It's true.
think,
So
man?
with that, I would agree. I don't even know if his numbers make him seem like he's like a 4-star player. But if you watch his play, especially his defense, you could say he's like a mid to low 3-star player.
Think so? Mid to low?
Like as in like 3.5 stars, 3.5 stars to 3, maybe.
Maybe?
I don't know. I've never been a big fan of Mitchell. I don't know why. I actually rate someone like a CJ McCollum, I think, maybe even above him.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's tough. I think CJ is solid at a 3-star. Actually, a little bit lower, maybe.
You think who would you rather have, him or Brandon Ingram?
CJ or between Donovan?
CJ and Ingram. It's just switching to the Pelicans.
Oh, Ingram, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I think. I think the Pelicans showed that they're better than everybody thought against the Suns. I know Booker got hurt, but a lot of people before that series were like, "Oh, they're gonna get swept."
Yeah, and
should have, but they didn't. And I mean, you can say maybe the Suns didn't play with how they should have. Chris Paul. There was one game Chris Paul was just terrible.
Yeah, 4 points.
Yeah,
I was ashamed to watch.
but in the game 6, he went 13 for 13 or 14 for 14, which is the best shooting performance ever.
Yeah. What was it? 14 for 14, 1 for 1, and 4 for 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All mid-range jumpers.
Yep. That's Chris Paul's game. I mean, he'll shoot the occasional 3, and he's like a 30% shooter from 3.
No, he way better than that.
Really?
But, yeah, 35 and up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Yeah. Not 30%. I'm gonna say this, man. It might be unpopular. I think Kris is the best point guard in the league. Still, point guard.
I can agree with that. True point guard, not just scorer, not just you know what I mean.
A shooting guard that's too short. Yeah, an actual point guard. I think he's the best point guard.
Okay, who'd you put second? True point guard.
Second.
And they don't have to be technically a point guard, but just their play, right? Because like for me, like as far as like a facilitator, scorer, everything, I think you can put Luka up there. I don't think he's on Chris Paul's level, but just
sure.
Who else would you have?
I mean, don't get me wrong, LeBron.
Yeah, but I'm more thinking players that are still playing. Players that made the playoffs.
They're still in the playoffs. Yeah.
I'm always gonna put. I mean, I've been a LeBron fan since he was in high school. Like I was in 4th grade or something, and I bought his rookie year jersey and everything. Right?
Yeah.
I love LeBron.
Did you burn it?
No, I still have it.
Miami. No.
I didn't really care that he went to Miami because I was just a LeBron fan.
I mean, we're not from Ohio, so.
Exactly. I hate Ohio.
Also, what I'm saying, our team, the Pistons, what I'm saying, put a whooping on them, so that's all right.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but then he put a whooping on us a couple years later. So
I wasn't gonna mention that. I'm just gonna go.
I remember watching that, being like, so. I mean, I wanted the Pistons to win, but I love LeBron, so I was like, I hated it, but I loved every minute. It was weird. Man,
for me, it was the worst thing to watch.
We'll have to do a podcast on just the Pistons.
I really don't want to.
And Killian Hayes.
Killian, we love you. No, but you mentioned it, man, and I actually agree. I do think the Suns win, but I think Luka looks like Michael Jordan throughout the whole series.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, who else does he have? Really? I mean,
it matters. Yeah.
I think if Hardaway was healthy, it would be a little bit of a different series, maybe a little more competitive, but I still think the Suns win. I still think the Suns will win the same number of games, but the games would be more competitive. I think there might be a couple blowout games, honestly.
I'm not gonna lie, I like blowout games.
Really?
I don't know why I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan of why somebody gets smashed on. and just run up the score. But I'm a big fan of don't slow down.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that when the team I want. Like I'm supporting a team, right? But if I'm just watching, just for entertainment, I like close games, intense games. We'll see.
I think something tells me they lose in 5.
The Mavs?
You say, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. 5 or 6. Yeah. I can see that. I don't know. I want the Suns to win this year. I really do. I mean, I wanted the Suns to win last year. For CP3. I mean, I think Book will get his. I think Monty Williams will get his as a coach, but I think CP3's time is limited, right? He's what, 30? Is he 37? 36?
He is 37. Same age as LeBron. Yeah.
So
it's another guy that's spoiling for everybody else.
He's one of the best players that hasn't won, right?
Yes.
He's had a great career. Is he the best player that hasn't won?
Might be.
That's still
James
in the league
Harden,
or all time?
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, you got to put Charles Barkley up there always.
Yeah. Well, he might. Well, yeah, I think Charles is probably still a better player.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I didn't really watch Charles Barkley. Yeah, that was a little before our era, but
I'll go back and watch, man. I watched some of the classic games. Charles was a monster. Let me tell you.
I need to watch some. Ugh.
Sure, I'll give me a second, man. You're dying. Well, shoot, man. You tell me. Where would you rank Chris Paul? Like, if you won a championship, in terms of point guards.
All time
point guards.
Do you consider like Magic Johnson a point guard? You know what I mean? Do you consider LeBron a point guard?
Not.
Okay. I mean, some teams he plays like he's a point guard. And he's not a true point guard.
Yeah.
I don't know. As far as the history of basketball, I'm no expert, right? I started following when I was a kid. And since then, so like for me, growing up, one of the best point guards was Steve Nash. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but I love Steve Nash. I mean, he won MVP. I don't know how many championships did he win? None?
None. 0.
He didn't win with Dallas?
He did not. That was a kid.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And he didn't win with Phoenix. He won MVP in Phoenix, right?
2 MVPs, yeah.
Okay.
Steve Nash has an asterisk for me. Just so
why is that?
Because of Mike D'Antoni. I think D'Antoni is like, I think of D'Antoni as steroids for point guards.
Okay.
Yeah, because Steve Nash when he was in Dallas, he was nowhere near what he was in Phoenix after he got D'Antoni. And same with James Harden in a way. When he had Kevin McHale, when he got to D'Antoni, he was a whole different player.
That's true. It's true.
You know, so
yeah.
I do rank Steve Nash high, but I mean, if you get Chris Paul, Magic Johnson, Jason Kidd, even John Stockton, who I have no respect for.
But I'll be honest. I know John Stockton's name, but other than that, I've never watched him play. I've never watched. Yeah, but for me,
okay. Well, out of guys you've seen play, where would you rank Chris?
As a true point guard?
Yeah. Well, like if you won a championship and the hierarchy of all the point guards you've seen, where would you rank?
Just with one championship?
Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know. I don't know if I could rate him over Steph. As an overall player, as an overall point guard, is he better than Steph? Probably.
I would say no.
You don't think so?
Factoring in defense and passing, can that overcome Steph's obvious scoring ability? Even though Chris Paul is
a good question.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I don't think I could rate him higher than Steph just because of Steph's effectiveness and how he changed the game and the fact that he's won 3 championships? 4, 3.
3. No, he won 2 with KD, 1 on his own. So 3.
Yeah, 3. I mean, and I honestly think even without KD, they still win. They still. I do. I think they beat LeBron. I don't know. The year that they lost to LeBron, that was a fluke. Draymond got suspended.
Yeah.
Like all that for a kick that. I mean, I
but Steph didn't show up. That's another part. He didn't show up.
That's true. But still, like I feel like that series was. Don't get me wrong. I was ecstatic, right? I wanted LeBron to win more than anything, but I don't know that series. Something didn't sit right with me that series. Like it felt weird. Yeah. But Chris Paul definitely top 2 point guards I ever watched.
1000%.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Steve Francis, Allen Iverson. More of a shooting guard, but Allen Iverson.
Yeah, I mean, it was something else, especially for his size and everything. But I didn't watch a lot of AI. Yeah, my experience with AI is when we traded Chauncey Billups for him, and he did nothing on the Pistons.
Yeah. He averaged 20 though.
It's like, I love Chauncey. You know what I mean? He won us a championship.
Yeah. Especially because we had just came from the conference finals, I think, when we traded for him. It's like, what are you doing? That's when Joe D lost it all.
Yeah, he did. He really did.
His whole brain. But
yeah, we can do a whole podcast on the Pistons. Let's not get started. We will.
All right, man. Well, before we wrap up, man, let me get your stat line for Luka for this next round.
Series?
For the series. Get your stat line.
31. 9 assists. 7 rebounds.
I'm gonna go big, man. I'm thinking something like 35 to 40. I think he's coming back with vengeance. I think they lose. Yeah. But I think he's coming back with big numbers. Okay. 35, 9 or 8, and like you said, 7.5.
Yeah, I can't see him averaging more than 7 rebounds because
too much size.
Yeah, the DeAndre Ayton and this is the thing though. They're gonna put. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know if it's Mikal or Michael, whatever Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. Yeah, Mikal.
He's a top defender.
Yes.
He's undersized for Luka, so I think if Luka's not shooting from outside, he takes it on him and backs him down and hits mid-range jumpers. But I'm excited to see that matchup.
I don't know if you know, but Mikal was a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, so. I know. I was surprised that Marcus Smart won. No,
I was too.
I don't like Marcus Smart. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. As a player, as a person, he seems fine. But as a player, I don't know why. I've never liked him.
It's because he got that little bit of.
Even when he was at Oklahoma State or wherever he went.
It's kind of like it's like his confidence borders on arrogance, where you get the impression that he think he is better than what he is.
I don't know. He just makes me his braids and everything. They just make me mad. Like his hairstyle. You know what I mean?
Everything about him.
I don't know why.
Yeah, you just can't stand him.
I mean, he's a good player. I was mad when he landed on Steph too, and I know he didn't mean to, but I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, come on, why this guy? Yeah.
It's like it's the regular season, end of the season. Come on.
Come on, man. Playoffs start, man.
Yelling at him. Yeah.
But Jazz out here.
Yeah, Steph's fine, so it's all good. He's back for the playoffs.
Balling off the bench.
So when does that series start? NBA schedule. We got
right here for you, man. Wait,
nothing tomorrow. Wow, what am I gonna do?
What series you looking for?
Any of the new ones?
Oh well, the first new one is Milwaukee and the Celtics.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should do a pod while watching.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be. What time is that? Monday, 1:00. Yeah, I'll be home.
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, I'll be home. And then I'm Memphis, Minnesota. Well, I think that game will be on Sunday. I think Minnesota wins tonight.
I think so too. I hope so.
Oh, that's in 5 minutes.
It is. that time.
So it is that time.
Speaking of which, it's a time for us, man. So let's go ahead and get up out of here, man. This was a good one.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Chance.
Yeah, yo, Chance, if you're watching, when you watch, you better be here next time.
Come on, man. Featuring Chance now.
Maybe one time we bring Jabari in too, just
just to get some nonsense.
Well, just because Jabari, like you and I tend to agree on a good amount, and Jabari, we'll just throw out something that we're all like, what?
What the hell?
It makes for good content,
Does it?
It's entertaining. I mean, I don't know. It's funny.
All right, man. So before we get any more nonsense up in here, let's go ahead and go, man.
All right, man.
It's been good, bro.
Yes, sir. And until next time.
Until next time. Catch you.
All right. Later.